Lesson 122. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Welcome to the Qigong support for A Course in Miracles students. I am Judith and you're at the Lucid Mind Center. Today we are again working with forgiveness of A Course in Miracles. And first we're going to connect ourselves. We're going to align ourselves with our central channel, connecting to our higher self, to our higher consciousness, or Holy Spirit, or with whatever you would like to call this consciousness, this power which is connecting you to our creative source. And then we're going to read the lesson together, and then we're going to contemplate it together. And at the end, I'm going to guide you to a Qigong class which is suitable for this lesson. Before we start, please make sure to subscribe to my channel so more Course in Miracles students can find me. At the end, let me know where you are from, where you're watching from, and how long you've been with A Course in Miracles. Let me know how your experience with Qigong and The Course in Miracles is. So let's align today with our higher self. Come and sit on your place. We're going to do it seated because afterwards we're going to do a standing Qigong class. So now just want to align ourselves with our higher self, with our holy self, remembering that we actually are not a body, that we are spirit having a human experience. So put a smile on your face, inhale through your nose, then exhale through your mouth, remembering your central channel. Exhale down. Imagine that you're growing like roots from your tailbone down into the earth. You can also imagine that you're like growing a tail, like a dragon's tail, and then start shaking that tail, imagining that everything which is actually obstructing your awareness of who and what you truly are, you're just letting it go. And we're going to help ourselves again. We're going to collect the energy which is all around us, inhale it through the nose, then exhale it through the mouth. Look down onto the floor. Very good. And one more. Inhale and exhale. Very good. And just shake it out. We're going to do 3 sounds of Om. First, we're going to Om in our lower dantian, in our lower energy center where our vitality is. So put your hands onto your belly and start saying Om. And really make your belly reverberate. And again. Om. And one more. Om. Very good. Shake out what is no good. Exhaling through the mouth. Very good. And then we're going to connect to our mind. We're going to connect to our heavenly chi, to our source connection, to our mind, and also the madness of the ego. We want to get rid of it. Om. 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 Very good. Relax a moment. You can just lean back, observe how your belly area, the lower dantian and the upper dantian, they're actually reverberating. And now we are going to connect to our heart chakra, our heart center. We're going to connect to our middle dantian, which is connected to the human potential. This is where the transformation happens, is looking at the world through our heart center. For that, we need to undo the fear, which is living in the upper belly and the kidney areas. And we need to get rid of those ego-mad thoughts to be able to connect and line up to our higher self. So connect now to the heart. And we're going to do 3 Oms with the heart as well. Connect. And then say, make it reverberate in your chest. Om. You can shake your tail. Om. And last one. Om. And then again, relax, lean back for a moment. Observe what has happened in your body. Observe what has happened with your emotions, what has happened mentally. Very good. And now connect the floor if you're sitting on the floor, or just put your hands on the sofa next to you, imagining that you're touching one of the energy fields of the earth. You're probably feeling a tingling sensation in your hands, in the palms of your hands. That means that the chi has started flowing. Maybe there is some tickling, maybe the hands are getting warmer or colder. Maybe there is a different kind of sensation. Whatever there is, it's a sign that something is working. Maybe you just feel it in a few fingers. That is just means that that you are becoming aware of your chi, of your vital energy. And now we are just going to lift up this energy, inhaling. This is the confidence of the earth, as I call it. Then we connect to the heavenly chi, and now we exhale it down through our central channel using the S, the lung sound, the purification sound. One more. We lift up the energy of the earth, collect the connection to heaven, and then we clean out the central channel. And last one, inhale, connect, and then say very good. And then just lightly shake out any residues of anything which needs to go. And then just lower that awareness into your central channel, remembering that you are always connected to source. We forget about it. Inhale and exhale down. And one more time. Inhale and bring it down. So now we are ready to read our lesson together and get the inspiration from our higher self to what this lesson possibly means. And your mere presence here while I'm reading this video is going to connect us. And we're going to communicate with each other through the bridge of our holy self. Lesson 122. Forgiveness offers everything I want. What could you want forgiveness cannot give? Do you want peace? Forgiveness offers it. Do you want happiness, a quiet mind, a certainty of purpose, and a sense of worth and beauty that transcends the world? Do you want care and safety and the warmth of sure protection always? Do you want a quietness that cannot be disturbed, a gentleness that never can be hurt, a deep, abiding comfort, and a rest so perfect it can never be upset? All this forgiveness offers you and more. It sparkles in your eyes as you awake and gives you joy with which to meet the day. It soothes your forehead while you sleep and rests upon your eyelids, so you see no dreams of fear and evil, malice and attack. And when you wake again, it offers you another day of happiness and peace. All this forgiveness offers you and more. Forgiveness lets the veil be lifted up, which hides the face of Christ from those who look with unforgiving eyes upon the world. It lets you recognize the Son of God and clears your memory of all dead thoughts, so that remembrance of your Father can arise across the threshold of your mind. What would you want forgiveness cannot give? What gifts but these are worthy to be sought? What fancied value, trivial effect, or transient promise never to be kept can hold more hope than what forgiveness brings? Why would you seek an answer other than the answer that will answer everything? Here is the perfect answer given to imperfect questions, meaningless requests, half-hearted willingness to hear, and less than halfway diligence and partial trust. Here is the answer. Seek for it no more. You will not find another one instead. God's plan for your salvation cannot change, nor can it fail. Be thankful it remains exactly as He planned it. Changelessly, it stands before you like an open door with warmth and welcome calling from beyond the doorway, bidding you to enter in and make yourself at home where you belong. Here is the answer. Would you stand outside while all of heaven waits for you within? Forgive and be forgiven. As you give, you will receive. There is no plan but this for the salvation of the Son of God. Let us today rejoice that it is so. For here we have an answer, clear and plain, beyond deceit in its simplicity. All the complexities the world has spun of fragile cobwebs disappear before the power and the majesty of this extremely simple statement of truth, which is forgiveness offers everything I want. Here is the answer. Do not turn away in aimless wandering again. Accept salvation now. It is the gift of God and not the world. The world can give no gifts of any value to a mind which has received what God has given as its own. God wills salvation be received today, and that the intricacies of your dreams no longer hide their nothingness from you. Open your eyes today and look upon a happy world of safety and of peace. Forgiveness is the means by which it comes to take the place of hell. In quietness, it rises up to greet your open eyes and fill your heart with deep tranquility as ancient truth, forever newly born, arise in your awareness. What you will remember then can never be described, yet your forgiveness offers it to you. This is that holy instant. This is that special moment when it's so deep a union, so deep a connection, and also a remembrance, and you can actually not put it in words. This is kind of a revelation. It's like when you have got a knowing, and every word you're using to describe it does not give it credit. That is this kind of awareness. What you will remember then can never be described, yet your forgiveness offers it to you. Remembering the gifts forgiveness gives, we undertake our practicing today with hope and faith that this will be the day salvation will be ours. Earnestly and gladly will we seek for it today, aware we hold the key within our hands, accepting heaven's answer to the hell we made, but where we would remain no more. Morning and evening do we gladly give a quarter of an hour to the search in which the end of hell is guaranteed. Begin in hopefulness, for we have reached the turning point at which the road becomes far easier, and now the way is short that yet we travel. We are close indeed to the appointed ending of this crazy dream. Sink into happiness as you begin these practice periods, for they hold out the sure rewards of questions answered and what your acceptance of the answer brings. Today, it will be given you to feel the peace forgiveness offers and the joy the lifting of the veil holds out to you. Here again, important keyword, sink into happiness. And how else can you sink in this appearance here, in this experience of humanness, than to sink deep within yourself? As I always say, you need to sink deep within yourself, beyond the belt of fear. In Chinese medicine, the kidneys is where the fear is housing itself. And together with the liver, where the anger is, and the worry of the spleen, it creates like a belt. And then you have got the impatience and hatred of the heart, and the sadness and depression even of the lungs. So you have to kind of sink past all those emotions and deep within yourself and find that happiness and peace and joy which abides in you at all times. So sink into happiness as you begin these practice periods, for they hold out the sure rewards of questions answered and what your acceptance of the answer brings. Today it will be given you to feel the peace forgiveness offers and the joy the lifting of the veil holds out to you. Before the light you will receive today, the world will fade until it disappears, and you will see another world arise you have no words to picture. Now we walk directly into the light, and we receive the gifts which have been held in store for us since time began, kept waiting for today. Forgiveness offers everything you want. Today, all things you want are given you. And today, you will see the light. Today, we will sink into this light of happiness and joy. Let not your gifts recede throughout the day as you return again to meet a world of shifting change and bleak appearances. Retain your gifts in clear awareness as you see the changeless in the heart of change, the light of truth behind appearances. Be tempted not to let your gifts slip by and drift into forgetfulness, but hold them firmly in your mind by your attempts to think of them at least a minute. Each quarter of an hour passes by. Means every 15 minutes, remember this lesson today. Remind yourself how precious are these gifts with this reminder, which has power to hold your gifts in your awareness through the day. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today, I have accepted this as true. Today, I have received the gifts of God. So I suggest, as always, to write those three phrases. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today, I have accepted this as true. And today, I have received the gifts of God. I suggest that you write this on an A4 piece of paper. I also suggest that you write it on some post-its or smaller pieces of paper and lay them around in your house or in your office, in your car, wherever you're going to be. So you remember your lesson every 15 minutes, every quarter of an hour, that you kind of consider that for a minute and consider, what does this actually mean to me? And write it on that A4 piece of paper when you do the Qigong class with me today. So if you should forget those 3 sentences, you can glance at it and then repeat that lesson before you listen of what your higher spirit, your Holy Spirit has actually got to say to you. Now, for this particular lesson, I'm suggesting 2 classes. One of them is the one we did yesterday, where you forgive a person if you fancy, or you do a class where you sink deep into happiness and joy. So for today's lesson, I suggest this Qigong class, which we did yesterday as well, forgiving, learning to forgive, or this class where you're going to connect to happiness and joy. Or here you have got a list of all different Qigong classes which you can choose from for today's lesson. Enjoy and let me know at the end how it was for you.